take a look at some of the fabulous new products out from Reverse Confetti at www.reverseconfetti.com. Some of the wonderful new things out for all your fall and Thanksgiving crafting. Specifically, we're going to look at the fabulous pumpkin patch stamp set and also the coordinating pumpkin patch confetti cuts. I'm going to get right to it and just start talking about them as I stamp. Now I love this. It has 5 big pumpkins. I love the bold background with the text over top, and I'll show you why, because I love just doing this very simple but effective technique with it. Also has a wee stem, a couple of leaves, and a couple of these little curlicue things. I don't know if those have an actual name. I think of them as curlicues. So I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and I'm going to ink up the pumpkin that I'm using today, and that's the one that says so much to be thankful for, which is a great sort of general sentiment really. And so I'm going to ink my pumpkin first with a lighter orange, and of course pumpkins and gourds come in so many different colours, you can really choose any sort of combination. And then I'm just going to take a darker pad and ink all around the bottom, or wherever you want a little bit of shading. Make sure you get lots of ink on there. And that's why I love these bold stamps. They take this sort of double inking technique so well. They look so fantastic. Isn't that effective? And it's so quick and easy. And it just adds a little punch to your stamping, especially if you're giving the card to somebody who is into stamping themselves. They'll be like, oh, that looks so cool. Of course, you can do it with multicolored ink pads or ombre pads as well, but that's a quick and easy way to do it. Now, I mentioned the confetti cuts, and I actually have some of my card already made, and this is what my little die cut pieces look like after they come out of my Big Shot. I'll just go ahead and stamp all the little pieces that I want for my card at once, and then I will tape them down with a little bit of washi tape and run it through my die cut machine all at once. It saves a little bit of time and effort, but as usual, you know, these confetti cuts just line up so perfectly around the stamped image. Run that through and you're going to get that perfect border every time. So this die set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because here's one that I didn't use, dies, and they cut out all these pieces. You don't have to cut any of this by hand. If you have the coordinating confetti cuts, you're good to go. So I'm going to show you the one that I have put together. Save a little bit of time. Here is my little pumpkin here, and you can see I did the same inking technique on the leaves and also a little bit on the stem. So I'm going to go ahead and build this card, and I'm going to show you a couple of other new confetti cuts dies as we go along. So we'll put this guy to the side. So I'm using a craft card base today. I'm just going to quickly round the corners on this, because a lot of the dies I'm using today have rounded corners, and I kind of like them to all match. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like that juxtaposition of sharp corners and rounded edges, and today's card's going to be kind of soft, so I thought I'd round those. Now next I am going to use one of the Fall Fun quick card panels. Now remember, these are limited edition. They're a really nice heavy cardstock. This is the one I'm going to use. I'll quickly show you the others in this set. Now I have 1 of each, and you're going to get 2 of each, which is fantastic. And these are so perfect for your fall crafting. This one says Happy Boo Day, so also for Halloween. Love this effect. Here's one that would be great for a journaling card. And this one says Give Thanks with a Grateful Heart. So they're so perfect for all your crafting this time of year. And of course, you don't just have to use these as layers on your cards or as journaling cards. I like to die cut mine. I'm going to round the edges of this one really quickly. But I quite often will cut a window out of one, or use it to cut a different shape for my card. They're so fantastic, and they just coordinate with the reverse confetti stamps and confetti cuts so well. Now the next piece I'm going to use is, you know, this is one of my favourites. This is the wood grain confetti cuts. It's a fantastic large panel. Today I've cut it out of some brown cardstock. Not exactly sure about the layout of my card yet, so we'll fuss with that soon. Now the next one I want to show you is the thanks tag. Now this is a set of 4 dies, so you have the large tag layer, which is just a phenomenal shape. I love it. I love these scallops at the bottom. Then you have this rectangular piece. Now you can use that to cut a layer to put on top of your tag. You could have it going horizontal or vertical, or you can cut the tag, and so I'll show you what it looks like cut because I have mine right here out of craft cardstock. Or you could cut the tag and then stick that on there, run that through your die cut machine, and you've cut a fantastic little window. So it makes a great shaker tag, or just a frame for an image or a sentiment as well. So versatile, which is what I always love about reverse confetti products. And then we have this fantastic thanks word and the little reinforcer for the hole on the tag. So I'm using that next. I'm going to put that on the card. And I do have the wee reinforcer. Let's see, how do I want this laid out? Maybe something like that. Now I have a wee vellum piece that I've just cut with the largest circle. Where did I put that? From the Circles and Scallops confetti cuts, which is another fantastic basic that you'll see me use on almost all of my cards. So I've got a wee vellum circle there. I'm going to fluff with this layout a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how I want it yet. I did have one in mind before and I've completely forgotten what it looked like. But that's the great thing, right? You can just play with it until you're happy. Now this is the wee thanks word that comes with that thanks tag. It's so cute, and I think I'm probably going to put that maybe along here. Now the other die confetti cut I really wanted to show you today, this is Leafy, the Leafy confetti cuts, and I love it. I love these natural shapes. They really work on such a wide variety of cards, from modern to sort of floral or very fancy, lots of layers, and they just add that little bit of pizzazz, and I really like cutting them. I've done a few cards with this designer paper, just this sort of brown polka dot. I just think they look so cool out of that, and so I'm going to use those on my card somewhere as well. But I just wanted to show you what they look like when they're cut. Aren't they sweet? So I'm definitely going to use that for a little bit of natural movement on my card. And that's it. I think those are all my pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away and I'm going to stick that all down. Oh, before I do that, let's put together my tag. I wanted to show you one of my favourite treatments for this little tag. So I'm going to put this wee reinforcer on. And then I have this cool ribbon that looks great on these sorts of fall cards. This is what it looks like here. So it's sort of like a jute, I guess. Not exactly sure. And I can't remember where I got it either. Isn't that terrible? But I'm going to that through that hole and it'll just fit. Then once it's through, what you can do with this stuff is sort of spread it out, and I think that's longer than I'm going to end up wanting it, so I will trim it at the end. But you can do this with normal ribbon as well. And then this is one of my favorite treatments, is to take a little button that I've already put a hemp twine bow on, and just tie that. It's easier if you do the bow first, have it all attached, rather than sort of trying to layer it all and get it all to sit there nicely. And then I'm going to attach that to the ribbon. Sort of fluff with the size of the bow a little bit, and then I'll go and trim out those end pieces, and you have a fun little topper your tag. But of course you don't have to use this just as a tag. I quite often would use that, you know, maybe as a layer on my card sticking out the side. There are so many different ways to use it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to stick most of it down, and I'll be back to show you the finished card. Okay, so I'm just about finished my card with these fantastic new 4 goodies from Reverse Confetti, the Pumpkin Patch stamp set and the matching Pumpkin Patch confetti cards, which is how I made this adorable little focal point. I'm just going to stick down this vellum circle. I love using glue dots for vellum, and I just hide them under whatever I'm going to put on top. And then there is my little pumpkin, and that's my finished card. Don't you love how well all these products work together? I love that about Reverse Confetti. So you can find all of these products in store now at www.reverseconfetti.com. Just to remind you, it was the Pumpkin Patch stamp set and confetti cuts, the leafy confetti cuts, which make 4 leaves all at once, and they have different, looks like I've used all the ones that go the same, but some of them bend one way and some of them bend the other way, so you can do cool things with them. And the fantastic thanks tag, which is this 4-part die set, including this thanks word, which is just the perfect complement to all of your fall and Thanksgiving crafting. Thank you very much for watching with me today. I hope you enjoyed having a closer look at these new goodies from Reverse Confetti. You can find me at www.thinkingstamps.com. Have a nice day.